as God's child, we're here to share and create and engage and love. And so I think that creating content is one of the best ways to do that and build your confidence at the same time.
Hey, Shabba.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Bree, and today we are going to be diving into how to transform your life through 3 key pillars, and that is style, content creation, and self-care. As a new mom, I know how important it is to focus on these areas, and I truly believe that when you embrace them, it helps you to have just such a more fulfilling and confident life. So I hope that these tips help you too. Okay, let's talk about boosting yourself through your style. Y'all, after I gave birth, I was like 61 pounds overweight, and I just felt like I couldn't fit anything, and I felt like I was just not confident in the things that I was putting on. Now I did, as a stylist, come to find different things that I could wear that complemented my shape as I started working out and getting back into shape. And I really think that that helped me. Brands send me items, pieces to wear, to try on, and sometimes I just didn't feel like I was ready to do that, and I didn't. So sometimes I said, you know, I'm just not doing that right now, until I just truly felt that I was ready to just confidently show back up. Now, sometimes I still did it because I felt like it helped me build my confidence no matter what shape I'm in. That is so important too, but just owning your style no matter what season you're in is going to be life-changing for you, and it's going to help you build your confidence. So like I said, I showed up even in seasons where I just felt like, I just am not feeling it right now. It's more about you just showing up for yourself no matter what. No matter how you're feeling, that will actually really help build and transform you into the next level version of yourself and getting out of your comfort zone. You just never know who else you may be helping. Like, I'm sure it's so many different women who felt the same way I did after giving birth and still trying to get back in shape. And you know, you see all these Instagram videos where it's like 2 weeks postpartum and they're freaking snatched with abs. I don't believe that's real. But maybe it is, but everybody's not the same. So when you're able to have some type of control over your wardrobe, I think that it really, really will help you show up as your best self. So some tips that I would give is to just think about the items or pieces that you have that are flattering to you now. Shoot, I love my boobs now, so it's like in certain things that I wear, I am enhancing, you know, those key areas of my life that I feel make me feel confident, and before maybe they didn't, you know. So it's about re-tapping in and, you know, finding those items that you already have, or maybe creating a new vision board or style board for yourself so that you can get an idea of different outfits you may want to try on, colors you may want to try on, cuts that you may want to try on, hairstyles that you may want to try. Also invest in key pieces, invest in quality pieces, invest in pieces that you know are going to last you a while and that feel good. You know what I mean? Not just how you feel and look at yourself, but actually feel good. It's not something cheap as far as the quality. It's something that you feel that, you know, I took the time, I was intentional about this item that I purchased, and when I put it on, not only does it make me feel good, but it feels good. So just be intentional about that too, making sure that you're getting quality pieces, and then just experiment, have fun, like try on things that you may not have thought you'd ever try on before, and just see, you may like it now. Just like when you're eating food and you're younger and you don't like it, and then when you get older you try it again and you're like, I can't believe I didn't like that back then. Try on something, just have fun with it. Don't be so hard on yourself, and you may see that it actually is something that is going to give you more confidence than you had before. All right, now let's talk about confidence and content creation. Man, y'all, I know it can be scary to just pick up a camera or pick up your phone and start talking directly into the camera as if it's someone standing in front of you. It is really hard. Not only that, but I know that it's hard thinking about how someone may perceive you or how you may come across to someone else. So many different things to content creation. But it's so important to remember that there's only one you, and you never know who else may be going through the same thing as you. It doesn't have to be a bad situation, but just in life, we are all human. We're all going through the same things, maybe not exactly the same, but we all are able to find different things within each other that make us realize something about ourselves. That's why so much reality TV, because people can see themselves in those people too. So just think about the content that you're creating. People want to hear your insight. They want to hear, what you have to say, your values, your beliefs. It's so important to just make sure that when you're doing that, you're coming from a true, authentic version of yourself, and that you have that confidence to know that this is who you are. There are people who are going to say whatever they want to say, whether it be good or bad, but those that say bad things, don't even worry about it. Just know that when you're staying true to yourself, that does not matter. You have true value, true insight to share to someone, and you never know who it may be helping. So even in regards to, like, I'm becoming a new mom, I'm a wife, those things are relatable to people. But even as far as fashion and style, we all love fashion and style, and to be able to share that with someone who may have not even thought of maybe, oh, maybe I can put that on and style that with this. When they see you and they see how confident you show up, you just never know how you may be helping someone in the moment or season that they may be going through. So I always think that just creating content is just so good, and when you show up as your true authentic self, you'll receive that back. You'll receive that energy back. I always say it feels so good when I see the comments and people are reaching out and just saying something that I said gave value to them. So just think about the content that you're creating and don't worry about anybody else. So some tips for content creation is just starting small. Pick one platform at a time. Don't try to hop on all these different ones. Just be on one. Start with Instagram, start with YouTube, start with TikTok, start with LinkedIn. It could be any platform of your choice, but just make sure you start with one. Don't try to expand too far and do too much and burn yourself out, because the next is going to be consistency. Man, before I was pregnant, I was posting at least 1 or 2 times every single week on YouTube. Now, I still have a newborn. I'm still creating content, but I'm still consistent. I'm still putting information and value and knowledge that I've received and learned throughout my experiences on a platform, because I know that it can help someone else. Like I said before, I just have so much that I feel to share in my heart that I know it can help people. And so that's why I created. So just start small, be consistent. And when you are consistent, you will start to see the benefit of that, and people starting to engage with you, and people are starting to see more of your content and your viewers, and all those things will go up. It doesn't happen overnight, and that's why being consistent and knowing that, okay, sometimes maybe one video will go viral, but just knowing that the more consistent you are, it's also building up your confidence too, because you're showing up for yourself in a new way every week or every month or every other day as you're creating a piece of content. And then you also want to engage your audience. It's so important to engage your audience, because these are your followers. These are people who genuinely are here to see what you have to say or what you have to wear or whatever you may be talking about. So you just want to make sure that you are engaging with your audience, draw insight, ask questions, maybe see if someone is also experiencing what you are, or maybe someone also wants to try on something that you had and they just had a question. So just be engaging and don't just do things for self. Remember that you are here to add value to people. As humans, as we are placed on this earth, I truly believe, as God's child, we're here to share and create and engage and love. And so I think that creating content is one of the best ways to do that and build your confidence at the same time. The next one is going to be practicing self-care. Now, I'm not even talking about just the skincare line that you are so obsessed with or your morning and night routine. which is very, very important. But right now, the self-care that I'm talking about is self-care for yourself and your mental well-being, how you show up for yourself in that way, whether it be journaling, whether it be meditating, whether it be just taking care of self. I think it's so important to do that when you're building your confidence and when you're transforming your life. That's the best way to tap into yourself, is by journaling, by understanding self, by being aware and understanding the type of person that you are and who you are trying to become. Energy is everything. And so when you practice these things, you're setting clear boundaries for yourself. Maybe you're uncovering areas in your life that you needed to set some better boundaries. There are just so many things that can be uncovered when you're journaling, and that's why I push it so much, because it will help you just become a better version of yourself every time you journal. I pray journal, I write everything down, and it's because sometimes it's so much easier just to be able to write something out to yourself than it is to say or talk to someone else. And the more you do that, the more authentic you'll be when you show up to create in your style, in your content creation. So it's so important to just take care of yourself. You can also do this through taking walks. I know I said meditating and journaling, but you can also do this through taking walks. I love going for a nice walk. I listen to my music and I'm just vibed and zoned out. Like, you never know what things can come to you creatively as you do that. Or even taking Pilates or something active, something that you're doing to move your body to make you feel better physically and mentally is a great form of taking care of yourself. I think that is something that we should always prioritize. I do at least an hour of that every morning, even if that means me waking up. I do have a routine, and that consists of me getting up at 5 a.m., but also taking time to journal, taking time to pray, taking time to read, taking time to exercise. And it really just helps the way that I show up in life. When I have a clear set time and focus and intention in my morning, I show up as the best version of myself throughout the day. And it's a great way to even not let things shift or shake you, because it's a groundedness that you have when you are setting those intentions. And that is a big part of my self-care routine. All right, and the next is going to be how to integrate all three of those. How to integrate your style, how to integrate the content that you're creating, and how to integrate self-care. When you put those three together, you are really transforming your confidence. And I know sometimes it's hard to really understand when people are like, YouTube changed my life. Like, I even have a video where I say that. And yes, I was creating content with fashion and styling other people on my Instagram before it had got hacked a few years ago. All I post was the people that I was styling and, you know, the transformations of working with brands or artists or athletes that I helped, you know. And I just feel like as I started creating content, not just of people that I've worked with, but more on adding value and providing style advice and self-care and mindfulness, those things really helped build my confidence even more. When I see those YouTube videos where it's like, YouTube changed my life, it really does. Like, no matter how many followers you have, the fact that you're showing up for yourself, you're true and authentic to yourself, you are creating that content to put out, it just draws something out of you. And I think it's something that everyone should do. You are creating your own brand. I always say I think that we should all have our own brand no matter what we do. Whether you work for someone, whether you work with someone, you should always be focusing on creating your brand, because at the end of the day, nothing is guaranteed. And so I feel like having your own brand, you can elevate and grow in so many different ways from that. I mean, we all have had so many lives to live, and maybe we all haven't had them in the same way. I can say that I was a basketball player, could have been a professional basketball player. I was a fashion stylist, still am. I'm a coach, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm all these different things. And I know that there are people who can relate to that. And so I know that my purpose in life is to be able to help and share and provide value to people. And so I create the content on that because I know that I'm able to help someone else in that way. No matter what it is, I know that someone's experiencing something that will relate. And so I've intertwined that with my style and, you know, the things that I put out on to the internet and to these platforms. They all tie hand in hand together. It's not just one over the other. You know, you can have one niche, but I think when you are really providing not just the style, but also the reasons and the value behind all those things, it will boost your confidence and others too, and it will create more of a trust with your audience. It'll create a trust that they'll want to keep coming back because they want to see you. You're creating a relationship with people, whether they respond to your questions that you leave when you post a video, or whether they leave anything under your video, whether they send you a DM. People are still creating a relationship with you just by you creating content, posting it, and them even watching it. Just think about how you are showing up through your style, the type of content that you're creating, and your self-care. Well, I really do believe that when you integrate all those three together, it really will draw the best out of you in so many ways. I feel like even by creating the YouTube channel that I have, just being consistent with myself and the things that I put out into the universe or into or onto these platforms, it has built my confidence in so many ways, in my business, in my relationships, in myself. And I feel like every day I'm growing more and more and more, and I see that, I feel that, I'm always told that by people. And I just hope that I'm able to share those tips and information with you and you feel the same way. So to recap, when you are combining your style, your content creation, and also your self-care, it's a journey. It's a journey. Everything in life is a journey, and you're going to keep evolving, you're going to keep growing, but it's about making sure that you are truly aligning with the direction that you see and feel in your heart you're meant to go. So just don't be so hard on yourself. Continue to create, continue to be your true authentic self, and your confidence will continue to grow. If you found this video helpful, make sure you share it with someone that you feel it can help, or someone that you love. And I will see you guys in the next video.